We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better.
Did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Jones now throwing after the interception. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Jones. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
We'll check it down to Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing Jones. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And who's got it? The Giants. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third down, Kaiser gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. It's the... A first down carry for Barkley. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kaiser will sneak it, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Kaiser now on second down. He dumps it off to Barkley. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the play. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
A toss out to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Second down, Kaiser. To Barkley on the check down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw is Kaiser. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15 and a first. First carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now a toss right to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. For a lot of people. MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Kaiser now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Rosas has pushed it to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, look at 56. Look it!
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. A gain of 39 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Kaiser. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So that'll back him up 5. And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Thomas. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard.
Hatred! Hatred!
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Got to love what they're doing on offense right now.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Jones to throw on second down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Geis, they'll try to run it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Kaiser on first down. Being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, Kaiser again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 63 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They start on the ground with Geis. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st and 10. Dumps it off for Geis. And there he goes again. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Geis receives the pitch, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, that's Thompson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Kaiser. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5.